Hello Stampers, this is Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today I have a double triangle fun fold to share with you. The video will show you exactly how I made it, and I'm featuring a brand new bundle called Abstract Impressions with matching designer series paper and some gorgeous, gorgeous dies. I can't hardly wait to make some more of these. And I also want to tell you, make sure you stick around until the end. I've got some very interesting little images to show you using some of the stamps out of this stamp set. And are you ready? Are you ready for this? I have an online class that will be available using this bundle. And if you guys follow me, you know that I did an online class last fall with the Coffee Cafe bundle, and I've got another one with the Abstract Impressions bundle. I'll provide you with all the details a little later in this video. I hope you'll check it out. Let's get started. So the first thing I like to do is bring in my cardstock layers, and I've got a sheet of 8.5 by 11 Mango Melody. We're only going to use half of this because you can actually make 2 cards out of 1 sheet of cardstock. But isn't this just delicious? I love this color. And then I've also got a piece of Whisper White that is 4.25 by 5. Another piece of this gorgeous Garden Impressions designer series paper. This is one of the 6 by 6 packs. This is 4 by 5.25. And look at this pretty, pretty paper. Oh my gosh, it is just gorgeous. Perfect for those beautiful summer cards. It's just so bold and bright. And it belongs to the suite that matches the Abstract Impressions stamp set. Then we also have the Springtime Impressions Thinlit dies. We've got a big butterfly, a single flower, and then this whole corner flower assortment. It's endless. The ideas I have going through my head are endless. Okay, let's keep going with our card here. I've also got 2 strips of the Garden Impressions designer series paper that are 1/2 inch by 4 inch long, and that's to decorate up the inside of my card. So remember, this is called a double triangle fun fold, and I've shown you this before, but I just thought that this would be a really pretty card to make, so I'm just going to show it to you again. First thing we're going to do is bring out the arm on our trimmer, and I am going to score this at 5.5 and 4.25. Now remember, I said you can make 2 cards out of 1 sheet of paper. So now I'm going to lift up the track on my Stampin' Trimmer. I'm going to pop out my cutting blade, pop out my scoring blade, and now I'm going to put my cutting blade back in because we need this entire area to cut our card base. I'm going to put this in here at a diagonal, and I'm going to make sure that both tips of my cardstock are in the track because we're going to cut it exactly at a diagonal. This part's pretty important for your card to come out right. There we go. I think I've got it. Slice that in half. And this is where you get 2 cards. Okay, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to just put my blades back here, and I have to switch them because I always reach for the top one to score. And you know how frustrating it can be when you go to score and you've actually cut, right? I think we've all done it. Okay, now I'm just going to set this one aside because I'm only making 1 card right now for this video. And I am going to fold this side up and give it a good burnish with my bone folder. And then I'm going to fold this side in. And if you've scored it properly, it should meet right in the middle. And mine looks pretty darn good. I've got a little tiny corner popping up right here, as you can see. And you know what? I'm just going to take my snips and I'm going to snip that off. And you don't even notice it anymore, right? Okay, then with this piece of paper, this is 4 by 5.25, which is just like a card front layer. We're going to do the same thing. We are going to cut this at a diagonal. So I have the tip in the channel and this tip in the channel. And we're gonna just slice that in half. Now, if you're using a patterned paper that, let's say, has trees on it and all the trees go up, you wanna make sure that you're paying attention to which way you need your paper to go. But this paper is very random. Oh, that other side is just beautiful too, isn't it? This is a very random pattern. And we're going to adhere this layer right to this bottom triangle. Okay, now I have some really exciting news for you guys, so make sure you stick around. Let me keep making my card here. I'm gonna come in here with my piercing mat and do a little stamping. So I've already cut out a circle out of Whisper White and a scallop circle out of Basic Black. These are from our Layering Circles Thinlit dies. If you guys don't have a set of these, it's a must-have because there's so many different ones in a pack. I can't remember how many come in here, but it's something like, I don't know, 12 or 16. It's a lot. Okay, so I am going to bring in the Abstract Impressions stamp set here. I hope that's not glaring at you. Let me see if I can prop that up a little bit. Okay. And we're going to stamp. Now remember, this is abstract, so things are not meant to line up, which makes it even better. I love sets like that because perfection doesn't even come into play with a stamp set like this, and that's super fun to me. This is the new Mango Melody, and I am going to ink up these bold round little flowers, and I'm just going to stamp them right on my circle. And then I'm going to come in with Calypso Coral, and there's a second, like a two-step stamping to the big circles, then there's smaller little accents like images, and they line up with these circles. So you can stamp them right over top and you get this kind of a look, which I think is super fun. Then I've got Shaded Spruce here. This is a brand new color, and Soft Seafoam, another, whoops, brand new color. Hang on, I just stuck my thumb right in the ink. We all know what happens when I do that, right? Get a baby wipe out here and clean this off. Okay, so I've got two images for my like stems or blades of grass or whatever you'd like to call these. Again, they're abstract. I always like to put the smaller of an image in the darker color and the bigger image in a lighter color. I just think it balances better. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to stamp the darker color, and then I'm going to come in with that soft seafoam and stamp that right over top of it. So isn't that just kind of a pretty image? I really, really like it. One other thing I wanted to show you that's brand new is this chamois. Now this chamois is amazing. I keep it in a clear case, and all you have to do is push your stamps into it. It's thick, it's cushioned, it gets into the grooves, and it cleans them really, really well. Now you're saying, Kelly, what do you do with that once you have it all messed up with ink? You just take it and rinse it out in the sink. Will the ink come out so your chamois looks all brand new again? No, it won't. Who cares? It works fabulously. This is another item in the new catalog. So if you're going to put in an online order, just do a search for chamois, S-H-A-M-M-Y, and you'll find this. I think these are going to be really a hot item because they're so fabulous. Then I'm going to take my marker on my little circle here, and I'm going to do a little flicking, and one flick was enough. Did you guys see how I even did that? You just put your marker in here and you flick it. And no, it doesn't hurt your marker. I usually do it with black because if I use up enough of the ink with the black, I can order a single black marker, but I also do it with my colors. It works just fine, and it doesn't create any problems with my markers. I have not had any trouble with them. And I just really like that little extra flicking on there to kind of tone down the white on a project and give it, I don't know, kind of a little shabby chic look, I guess is a good way to put it. Okay, I've adhered my circle down here. And let me move these ink pads out of the way. Here comes our card. And I thought it would look really kind of pretty with some of our new ribbon on there. So I am going to add some, this is our pineapple punch ribbon. Really, really pretty. And I'm going to just add some of that to the back of this layer. So let's see, how do I want this to go? I want this to be kind of just like this. Okay, so I'm going to go this way. And I think I'm going to get out my snail adhesive here and just put a couple lines of snail on the back of this. It's going to be easier for me to make my ribbon do what I want it to do here. Kind of hold it in place until I get it stuck down. And I think I might want one more loop here. So I'm going to go back again. Just like this, and then maybe come back here like this. We'll see how that does. Let me get my ribbon cutting scissors. Okay. Again, this is a brand new product, 1/8 inch grosgrain ribbon. I think you guys are really going to like it. And now I'm just going to put some dimensionals on my circle. Whoops, there's my mistake. I made my first mistake. So we don't want our dimensionals to stick to both sides of our card or we won't be able to open it. So I'm going to pull off one of these. And then the other thing I just realized is, hang on, I'm going to do one more little dimensional right over here. The one thing that I realized is this back, you're going to see that when you open up the card, and that's not attractive. So I'm going to cut another scallop circle. Here we go. I'm going to cut another circle here, and I'm going to put that on the back. So you guys always say that you like seeing my mistakes. Well, here you go. Ta-da! I aim to please, right? Yep. Mistakes galore. I'm just going to take a piece of tape here and secure this ribbon so it doesn't go anyplace. And now we're just going to put some glue on this scallop to add it to the back of here so we won't see all that craziness happening with the back of our ribbon. Oh, that does look pretty, doesn't it? Okay, now we're going to do our dimensionals. And I'm going to put this kind of right in the middle of my card. So I'm going to put a dimensional right here and a dimensional right there. And I think, yep, that'll be perfect. Here we go. We're going to center this. And I think I would like to stamp a little something on the front of my card. I didn't plan this, so let's see. I'm going to stamp this thank you on the front of my card, and I'm going to stamp it in black, and that'll kind of tie things together, I think. There we go. So there's my little thank you. Let me get this closed before I have any more disasters here. And this is the inside layer. I love this saying that says kindness changes everything. And I'm going to stamp that in black also for the inside of my card. Ooh, that looks nice. I love the font on this. You guys know I love kind of funky fonts. And then these two strips are going to go right in here. So I'm just laying my glue down. This is really going to make the inside of our card look pretty when it's opened up. Now there's several different greetings in this stamp set. There's so much There's so much to love about you. Kindness changes everything. So happy about your happy news. Thank you. And if flowers were hugs, I'd send you 1,000 with all these fun little elements. Hang on, I'll show you a little mistake that I made. You'll get a big kick out of it because it was kind of pretty dumb. We all have those moments, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, this is going to go on the inside of our card. Just like this. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to stamp in here before I was done, and I kind of forgot about it, but we're going to do it anyways. Here is my little butterfly. Okay, I'm going to bring that Mango Melody back in here, and I'm just going to stamp a little butterfly. And then there's these little elements for to accent the leaves in the stamp set, and I thought they would work really good to make my little butterfly wings, right? Now, isn't that cute? So do you want to see the funny little dumb thing that I did? So I got my butterfly stamp. That's what this image right here is, a butterfly, but I also used it for some really cool things in my online class. So hang tight and I'll talk more about that. But here's the little butterfly, and I took my stamp and I put it on the block the wrong way. And I stamped these images and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I don't have any detail in the stamp at all. I'm gonna have to call Stampin' Up. Something's wrong with this. Yeah, well, I had this on backwards, so I was stamping with the back of the stamp, which is completely flat, because then I started trying it. Here's another little thing. There's a little butterfly body in the stamp set too, and then you can use these little leaf accents. Hang on, let me clean this off before I do anything else. And you can use these little leaf accents, and you can make some butterflies. Isn't that cute? So you guys, I have a ton of great ideas with this particular bundle, and I'm excited to tell you about my online class. I have 9 cards. Each card is exclusive to this online class. You're going to get a video tutorial with each of the 9 cards, as well as written dimensions, some brief instructions, photos, and a PDF file. Again, this is my first online class of the year. I did the Coffee Cafe one last year, if you recall, and had great success with that. So I'm giving this another go with another online class. If you are interested in the online class, please go to my blog where you'll find all the details. My blog address is www.astampabove.com. This particular video will be posted on June 1st, the first day of our new catalog. Don't forget, that goes live today. And ordering will not be available until after noon Mountain Time, as Stampin' Up! Transitions all the new products from the new catalog into their online services. So, not only do you have a brand new catalog, if you did not get a hard copy in the mail and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be thrilled to send you one. Just pop me an email at kelly@astampabove.com. It is absolutely gorgeous. Here we go. And this video is coming out before noon, which Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are not allowed to show the inside of the catalog until it goes live. So I'm not going to take any chances. If you want one of these catalogs, let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would be happy to provide that for you. Don't forget to check out my online class on my blog. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you can just go under the video where it says see more. You can click on that. It's going to have a direct link right to the post that talks about the online class with the abstract impressions bundle. This is a great bundle to kick off the summer with. I think you're going to absolutely love it. And I've come up with some really creative ways to use the elements that are in this stamp set for some very, very pretty cards. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me for this video. I really appreciate that you took a little bit of time out of your day to watch my video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them under either my blog post if you're watching it on there or under my YouTube video. I love your comments. I always try to answer all the questions that are posted there. You can start placing orders afternoon, Mountain Time, out of the new catalog. I hope that this bundle is one of the first ones that you have to have, because I know that's the way I felt about it. I thought, oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous, and there's so many possibilities. Okay, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time for a Facebook Live where I will be featuring some new bundles from the new catalog, so don't miss that. You'll find my Facebook Live on my Facebook page. Just do a search for A Stamp Above - Your Creative Coach, and you will find me. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.